Alright, hey guys, what is the up? I'm back again with my flea market and thrift store pickups for, let's say, summer, because I've been gone a couple of months. I've had a lot of stuff going on, doing a lot of work on my website and revamping a lot of stuff for the channel. So sorry I've been a little inconsistent over the past couple of months with the comic book reviews and the 8-Byte podcast. I'm not sure if I want to bring that back. You guys let me know. And the flea market stuff, I know everybody seems to like this, so I'm going to keep this going. Hopefully I'm going to be back on track here and keep it going from now on. So, got a decent amount of stuff to show you guys. So, first let's check out video games, because that's probably the smallest portion of my finds for this month, and we'll start from there. Alright, so video game-wise, only found one thing for Atari, because my Atari collection is really big at this point. I think I have a little over 200 games, and when you think the whole library is about 400, there's not too much more I can really find for it. This is a rare title by 20th Century Fox called Bank Heist. I think I paid about 10 bucks for this, have the manual, that's in a drawer right now. But not bad. This is worth about 20 bucks, so really cool, uncommon find. It's getting harder for me to find uncommon games at this point, because I practically have almost all of them. For PSP, I found Twisted Metal Head On. I think I paid about $1.50 for that. And I never played that before, and my PSP is kind of broken right now, so hopefully I can get that fixed. And I got a lot of cool stuff on PSP I want to play, so I love the Twisted Metal series, so that was cheap. Can't beat it. Got a couple of Game Boy Advance games too. Wario Land 4 and Tetris Worlds. And I only paid maybe like $2 each for these, which is great. Wario Land 4 again, it's another $20 title. I got them at a bag of games over at Red, White, and Blue. So nice score there. Picked up Worms Blast on GameCube. Paid like $1. Yeah, about $1 for that, so not bad. It's a cool find. And found a bunch of PS1 stuff. This is a rare game that I'm surprised doesn't go for more. This is a black title, black label title, Puzzle Star Sweep. It's a pretty uncommon game. It looks really fun. It's a goofy anime style, so that looks fun to play. Also picked up Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, which is super rare. This goes for only like 10 to 15 bucks though, but it's still cool to find. I found most of these at my Salvation Army for like less than $2 each, so great score. Super rare game here. I found Gundam Battle Assault 2. So like, holy crap, I couldn't believe I found that. That goes for I think at least 20, maybe 30 complete, so great find. Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro, another fairly uncommon game, and is worth, again, the $10 to $20 range, so another good score. And Spyro, Year of the Dragon. I think I already had this, but this one is complete, so again, it's in that $10 to $20 range, so, great scores for, like, less than 10 bucks for the whole stack, and about 50 bucks worth of games. So now that I think I'm all done with games, let's move on to toys, because God, I have a lot of toys to go through this month. So first I'll get out of the way here. I think I have everything. I got these off of my buddy Nostalgic, Nazar, from his channel, and he was selling these, and I got a really good deal on these. I won't say what I paid for them, but these are all the Action Fleet micro machines, Star Wars vehicles, and this is an X-Wing, and these are really cool. You can put them on these little platforms, and you can open the hatch, and Luke is in there, and R2, can't see him, but you can take him out. And what's neat with this, if I can get him out of there, he's really wedged, is you could take the little tiny figures, and you could put them in the front like that, and then sit them on a shelf, and it would show the figures that would go with that set. So I have the X-Wing, and the wings open and close. Probably going to knock it off the pedestal here. Got that. Got the Slave 1 with Boba Fett, and a really cool feature. This has the Han and Carbonite. If you push this down, how does this work? Like that, you have this teeny tiny little Han and Carbonite. He's in the Carbonite, but even cooler still, you open up the Carbonite. How the heck does it open? Ugh. And there's a teeny tiny little frozen Han in there. It's like those little Russian dolls where you keep popping them out and there's one thing inside of another. So that's just really, really cool. And that's why I love this whole series when I was growing up as a kid to begin with, because there's just so much detail to, you know, put a little teeny tiny Han inside of a frozen Han Carbonite thing. Like, who's going to do that? That's so much detail. And, oops, knock that stool off there. I got a Y bomber, and that has, I think R5D4 is the astromech droid for this bomber. Looks really nice. Move these out of the way so we get to other stuff here. And then the escape pod with 3PO and everything from the counselor's ship at the beginning of the movie, which I feel like an idiot because I don't even remember the name of that thing, so I'm sure someone will blast me in the comments for not knowing that, but that's the escape pod that 3PO and R2 get into. They land on Tatooine. And I used to have all these as a kid, so that was really cool to find. I found 2 of mine at a game store in New Jersey, but these were all just other random ones, so those weren't mine. But they're cool to like pretty much complete the series. Anyway, I also found a really cool lot. I think for $2. These were all a bunch of Zelda figures, and these are pretty uncommon. They're from around 95 to 98. You got Link here. He's missing his Master Sword, but he stands about 3 to 4 inches. Another Link with the Master Sword, and he's supposed to have a keychain on top of his head, but somebody just turned him into a regular figure. I want to get a keychain and put that on top so I can put him in my messenger bag. One more little Link. Again, missing his accessory. He has the blade, the sheath for the Master Sword, but no Master Sword. And then Princess Zelda. I think this is the Skyward Sword version. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Skyward Sword version. At least Twilight Princess version of her. And there's also one tiny little Princess Zelda one I had that I think came with an amiibo. It's actually on my desk right now, so I am not getting up to get that. Sorry. And also found a bunch of cool stuff just recently. This is a little Sonic the Hedgehog gumball like candy holder. You see he moves his hand back and forth. You probably saw that if you saw my Sega Toys video I just did. Really cool. And the Tails, I got this from Mel. Which, thank you, Mel. He glued back together really nicely, and he's an excellent, excellent looking Tails. Really cool looking. Also, this little Sonic the Hedgehog cereal toy where he's riding a skateboard. That is just so cool. I just love that. Because you don't see a lot of Sega toys. That's why they're really neat to find. And then in the same vein of Sega toys, we'll take a look at some of these other toys that I found that are from Nintendo. These are Mario Brothers toys from the movie. There's Luigi from the god-awful Super Mario Brothers movie that came out in like 92 or 94 or whenever. And his brother, Mario. And I think I paid, well, this one I paid $2 for, and the other one I paid $5 for because I saw that Classic Game Junkie near me had the second one, so I wanted to add him, pair him up with my collection. And also in the same vein of Nintendo stuff, I found a whole bunch of Mega Man toys. Now this is the only guy that I had to buy online, and I think I paid like 10 or 12 bucks for him, or Mega Man himself, which he looks absolutely awesome. So cool. And then the rest of these guys I found at flea markets. So we got Rush here. It's really cool. His legs will. I don't want to mess with his legs. He's hard to stand up again because he moves his head up and down, and he folds back up so that way, like, Mega Man can actually get on his back, like in the game. And he can fold. I'm gonna break him. Jesus. Tuck his legs in like this. And then just like in the game, you can like fly around on Rush and blast baddies in Mega Man. And then I have Gutsman as well. Doesn't have any of his bombs or anything. Looks absolutely awesome. I paid $2 for Rush, and I think $5 each for Gutsman. And Drillman, he's missing a drill, but still these things are unbelievably rare to find and really cool to come across out in the wild. And moving along, I also found a bunch of Transformers. I got Skids here, who I paid about, wait, no, this is Trax. Sorry, Skids is the little, like, Geo-looking thing. This is Trax. I've never understood. His wings are so small to actually fly as a car, it just doesn't make sense. But he's a cool-looking Transformer. I think I paid like $5 for him. I got a G2 Beachcomber. Thank you to my friend Mel who gave this to me. Don't have a lot of G2 stuff, but I love the shiny green. He looks cool. Beachcomber's a cool dude, so glad to add him to my collection. And this was something I have been looking for ages that my buddy Dan, I bought off of him for $3. And he's a little beat up. He's missing the hands and everything, but I'm working on restoring him now. And I remade his, oops, well, gotta reattach that now, but that's his back fin. That just popped off. Because Transformers parts, as you guys know, are expensive as hell. So, you know, a complete Sunstreaker, or mainly complete, at least body and cars. You know, I put the new tires on and stuff for $3. I mean, you can't beat that no matter how bad a shape he's in. So that's one of my very favorite Transformers. Glad to finally at last add him to my collection. And I also found some Voltron stuff this month, which is really cool. I found this little Voltron eraser. Paid like $1.50 or $2 for him. And the die-cast Lion Force 10-inch, or wait, this is like the 5-inch Lion Force Voltron. I think I might have his shield, but I don't think I have any of his swords or anything. But he still looks pretty great. And like I say, there's no such thing as too much Voltron, so that's like one of 6 Voltron figures that I have now. Okay, so moving along, that pretty much wraps it up for toys. Let's just take a look at all the other random craziness that I found. I also found a bunch of, gave the rest of them away to my friends, but found a Quiet Riot keychain, which that is just so freaking awesome. And with Halloween coming up, and he's wearing like the welding, like hockey mask. That's just so badass. I could not believe that I found those. I paid $1 for all 3 of them, so fantastic. I also found a Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here 8-track, which, holy crap, this is awesome, because Pink Floyd is my all-time favorite band ever, and I just got done restoring my parents' old record player, an 8-track player, and a cassette player, so just having one of my favorite albums, like I have it on CD and everything, but just to have it on such an obscure format like 8-track is really cool. It's like, where are you going to find that on 8-track? You only find like garbage on 8-track, so finding something you want to listen to on a format that's not very common, that's pretty neat. You know, it's not really worth anything, but it's cool. I also found a book that a friend of mine in high school let me borrow, which, I mean, this isn't his book, but I mean the same book, and that's Jerry Seinfeld's Sign Language, which this book is funny as hell, and I enjoyed it. I had the paperback copy in high school. Really enjoyed reading that, and I will enjoy finishing reading this again, one of my very favorite books. And last but not least, this was a great month for VHS stuff. So, probably going to make a huge mess here because I have a ton of VHS stuff to go through. Picked up Dino Riders. for $1. Very cool. Little Shop of Horrors, only $1. It's a hilarious movie. This is another one that my friend Mel gave to me. Pee-wee's Playhouse Ice Cream Soup. This is from the series of all the Pee-wee's Playhouse episodes. So how awesome is that ice cream soup? That's just so ridiculous. Love it. This I picked up again at a local game store. Paid $5 for this, which is crazy expensive for a VHS, but totally worth it. It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, the Great BMX Race. And you can see these on DVD all the time, but you never see them on VHS. That's really, really, really cool. That's super, super cool to find that. Money More from Power Rangers, Part 4 of the Green Ranger and Green with Evil. So, very cool, and how popular Power Rangers are now, so that's really fun to find that. Dinosaurs, a couple episodes of, you remember that crazy show that used to come on like TGIF or whatever on ABC, so that's really fun to find that. A lot of other good movies too. Found Dune. Great sci-fi stuff here. I have to admit, I don't think I've ever finished watching it all the way through. Don't judge. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Holy shit, I have seen this movie, and this movie will absolutely melt your brain. I mean, if you think Clockwork Orange is crazy, that has nothing on this. This movie makes absolutely no sense. And it's pure drugs. It's just pure lunacy. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, bananas coming out the windows, craziness. Like, nothing makes any fucking sense in this movie. And I remember I had to, like, stop watching it. So, I mean, like, I have seen it all the way through. And, like, it hurt watching this movie. Like, I watched it online and I had to stop because it's so fucking stupid and it makes no fucking sense. I had to actually stop watching this movie. That terrible. But it's cool because it's Michael Jackson, so. But I sure as hell am never going to watch that again. And another cool sci-fi tape, Krull. Can't wait to see this. It comes from the whole Blade Runner era of like really crazy, far out there sci-fi, so that's really cool. Again, paid like $1 for that, or 75 cents. And this, I don't remember what I paid for this, like $0.25 or something? Maybe like 10 cents. There's a cool thrift store near me that has like their VHSs for like $1 in each. An Exo Squad. What? You never see Exo Squad stuff, so that's really awesome. That was cool to find that. And picked up a really nice Disney, the green clamshell case of the Dark Crystal. If you're a Jim Henson and like any type of like sci-fi type fantasy fan, like you like the Neverending Story or something like this movie is amazing. And finding that on VHS in this nice limited edition is really, really super cool. Paid $1 for that. And last but not least, I found this through a friend of mine, Rusty, at a flea market, and a movie I've been looking for ages. Found this over the summer finally, and that is Return to Oz. I watched this when I was in high school and also working for Hollywood Video, and it's a really kind of dark and weird film, especially for like Wizard of Oz type stuff. It's like Dorothy goes back and Oz is in ruins, and you have like these guys on rollerblades that are called like the Screechers, I think, or Wheelers, and it's just really like dark and gothic and crazy, and it's fucking awesome. And I only found the VHS part of it first, so I had to go and like make myself a case for it, because the fun of this was I wanted to find this in the wild. I've been looking for this movie for like at least like 2 to 4 years, at least 2 years, maybe 4 years, and it's just so rare because like it didn't really do that well, although it has a cult following. So there was a limited release of this movie. So finding this in a thrift store or any place is just like impossible. So that was a real trek for me to find one of my favorite cult classic movies, especially if you like stuff like Labyrinth, Dark Crystal. This is right in that same vein of it. I could not recommend this more. So amazing that I found that. And that is going to pretty much wrap it up. That's pretty much everything that I found for the summer, basically. Minus one other thing that maybe I'll save for next time. So I just don't feel like grabbing it now, but I'll leave that as a surprise. But anyway, guys, that's it for my flea market and thrift store finds for the summer. So remember, keep hitting those thrift stores and just keep digging those flea markets out there. There's, somebody else's junk is definitely somebody else's treasure. So there's plenty of theoretical treasure out there to be found. So keep hunting and, hey, show me on my Twitter page at 8bytebrian and King of Retro what you guys find out there. It's not just all about me. I want to see what you guys find out there too. What's kind of cool stuff are you guys finding? So take care, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you do the Facebook or Twitter thing, follow me at #KingOfRetro. See you next time.